well for 40 minutes. And I think at this point in the season, you just have to focus one possession at a time.
And lastly for you, you played in a national championship game in Division II. Can you relay any of those experiences to your team today?
I think so. I mean, I'm very thankful we're on a neutral floor. Back in 1997, we were playing at the University of North Dakota on their home floor with 5,500 fans cheering against us. So thank you for making it a neutral site. But I just think, again, as all, several coaches have already mentioned, just enjoy the moment. Let's not get too wrapped up in all the, the hype, but let's just enjoy the moment together and have fun.
Thank you, Coach. Next up, St. Anselm, the College Hawks, Corey Bullard in his second season, and the school is making its first ever trip to the Elite Eight. And for his team, the most wins in school since 1994-95 season. Coach, congratulations. Opening comment, please.
Thank you. Just to repeat a lot of the sentiments I've already said, we're just really excited to be here. It's been a wonderful student-athlete experience. For us, finishing third in the NE10, waiting to get that at-large bid and celebrating that when we got it. I think our student-athletes' mindset changed just then, in that moment. And then we had to go into a tournament to play some teams that had swept us in conference play. So the NE10 did a great job preparing us for that run. But when we went into Philadelphia to play at U Sciences, we did a great job hosting that tournament just to enjoy the moment, have fun, make the most of it. Got up and down the Rocky Steps a couple times. And then our final timeout in the regional championship against Lemoyne, that song was playing. And so it was sort of, our student athletes had to look each other in the eye, and they knew that we were going to get that win. So we rode that lucky number 7 all the way to here in Columbus, and ODU, the NCAA, and the Columbus Sports Commission doing a great job. Again, providing us with another great student athlete experience. And really excited for our student athletes today. We got involved in playing some bocce and got to see us compete with some Special Olympians, and our team does that stuff. So really enjoying the moment. Excited to be here, but looking forward to competing.
Questions?
Coach, kind of share with us your team's East Regional experience. You were combined 0-6 against all 3 of those programs. You were able to collect victories in each one, obviously. Talk about that road and how that's going to prepare you for a really tough task with 7 other fantastic programs.
Yeah, absolutely. We opened up with a really tough opponent, and you see the 33-1 record, and right away our team was looking for YouTube clips, and they wanted to know who they were and what they did, and our team does a great job of studying our opponents, and so with that mentality, they're prepared, and like Leanne said, they took it upon themselves going into the Bentley game 0-3, or the Stonehill game 0-2, or losing to Lemoyne before we were able to overcome that in the regional championship. So, we talk about it every day, having championship character and being relentless and being united and sticking together in those moments. And they did exactly that. So proud of them for being able to change their mindset and playing to their capabilities. Potential is a dangerous word, I think, that you can throw around, but when you can talk to your team about playing to their capabilities and what they're able to do, then you can reach no limits and rise higher.
I knew that was coming.
I might need another one for next year.
Coach, your top 4 scorers are 2 juniors and 2 sophomores. When did you start to see the maturation process for this group start to kind of hit its stride?
Yeah, Shannon Ryan, a junior, she's been steady since she got with us last year when I took over, and we have a sophomore who really, after the Christmas break, took it upon herself to raise her game and lift her own expectations and really assert herself into what we were doing. So, I think we play as 5 connected on defense. We have a lot of fun on offense. We share the ball, and so I think any given night, somebody can step up and make plays for us on offense.
Any other questions? Thanks, Coach. And that takes us to Southwestern Oklahoma State, and the Bulldogs are led by Kelsey Music in her 10th season. Team's making its first trip to the Elite Eight as well, and they come into Columbus with the 2nd longest active win streak in the nation at 33 games. Coach, congratulations on getting here. Opening statement, please.
it's just an honor to be here, and I think one thing we've really focused on this year is we're really blessed. I'm blessed with the group that I have. We're blessed that the abilities they have, but they're just a really good group of girls, and we are honored to be able to be here among such successful other teams and programs. And like everyone else has already mentioned, the welcome that we have had, it's a first class presentation here, and we really do appreciate all the hard work that's gone into it, and we are again blessed to be here.
Questions? Coach, your senior class has an opportunity to win its 100th game. The 99 wins are just one short of a conference record. What makes your senior group so special?
You know, we have 2 All-Americans. We have 2 girls that have really left their mark on our program. They've scored a lot of points. But the special thing about them is the type of people they are off the floor as well. They're good students in the classroom, but they're just good role models for the young ladies and the small children in our community and just around the state of Oklahoma. They're well known, and they represent our university to an extremely high level. And so they've just been a blessing to coach, and I couldn't be more proud of the young ladies that represent our team. And obviously our seniors have left a legacy, but we just have a really good team, and they're just a special group of girls.
You have the 4th highest scoring team in the country, the highest one here in the Elite Eight. Is it a product of the system or the players that are in the system?
I'd say a combination of both. I think people, when I first took the job and I implemented this system, people probably thought I was a little bit crazy. I definitely didn't have the players at that point to be able to run it, but I believed in the system, and we've been able to recruit to the system, and now we have a bunch of players who love playing this high octane offense, and they do a very good job of making it look good. And everyone, you know, they obviously make me look way better than I probably am too.
Haley Tucker, 2,300 points, 23rd all-time in NCAA Division II history. What's the experience been like coaching her?
It's been special. You know, she just demands so much attention defensively when we play other teams. But for the simple fact that when she first got here as a freshman, she could shoot it from the volleyball line, and everyone's mouths would drop when she would let it fly. And you know, she'll miss some, but when that thing goes in, it's a crowd favorite. But she's really developed her game over the years to be able to be more than just a shooter. She can get to the rim, and she can do so many things with the basketball, and she's a competitor, man. She'll compete every single day. It doesn't matter who's guarding her in practice or what's going on. She's a competitor, and I think that's helped elevate her game as well.
Any last questions for any of the coaches?
Kelsey, watching the game that y'all had at Fort Hays, it looked like there were only 10 people there. Talk about that experience.
You know, obviously it was kind of going back and forth. When the regional rankings first came out, Fort Hays was the 1 seed, and then a couple weeks in, we were the 1 seed, and you know, we thought we had a fighting chance when we were able to win our conference tournament, and it was so close. And when we got the results that we had to go to Fort Hays, we knew that they had an extremely loud, and there was a lot of people in there. And so our goal was to make it to that regional championship game because we wanted a chance to play Fort Hays on their home floor. But it was the loudest crowd. There was over 5,500 people in there, and like I think someone else said up here, they were not cheering for us. There was maybe 156 people there cheering for us, but the rest of them were definitely yelling against us. And I don't think they had air conditioning in the gym, so with all those people in there and all that hot air blowing around against us, it was extremely hot. So, you know, the thing I was most proud of is the way that my players started that game in the first quarter. They really made their presence known, and I knew we had to do something to make a statement to silence their crowd, and that was the only thing that we could do to silence them was to maintain that lead. So it was a violent environment, but it's, you know, like I told someone, I think at the press conference after, that's what everyone dreams about, is playing in front of so many people, even if they're not cheering for you, to be able to play in that environment. It was really special for my players.
Reminder that the 4 games on Thursday, IUP will play Azusa Pacific at noon. Southwestern Oklahoma will play St. Anselm at 2:30. Drury will take on Nova Southeastern at 6, and North Georgia will play Lubbock Christian at 8:30 tomorrow night in Alumni Hall. The working media room will be on the other side of this curtain starting tomorrow, and that's where all of the post-game press conferences will also take place. Also, if you have any individual time you want to spend with the coaches, they'll be available coming up. Anything for the players, please reach out to their sports information departments. Thanks everybody for coming out. Coaches, thank you, and best of luck this week.